And welcome back. Alright, so we are next to the Overgrown Stronghold. So let's go ahead and attack it. Some kind of undead. Okay, I see ghasts. 18 enemies. We'll see if there's any necromancers. It seems like the answer is no. So this should be fairly easy. I'll go ahead and increase the combat speed all the way to the maximum here. These zombie fights are not usually my favorite fights in the game. They take a long time. So just stay put and wait for them to shamble slowly towards us. Kind of wish I had the wait all function from Reforged for fights like this. In any case, let's wait. Okie dokie. Continue autopiloting through this. Here come the blueberries. Be afraid. Be very afraid. What if you aren't afraid though? What then? I don't know. In any case, continue killing. This is good experience. And also we'll find something valuable to sell. Very unlikely to find any famed items, but something valuable at least. And money is always good. Unless you have enough. Which it seems, if you follow the news of the world, seems like that is a very rare happenstance. One can never have enough. In any case, here we are, about to be in melee. Exciting. Like I said, I am kind of autopiloting here. Don't think anyone will die because of that. We also have Sancho the Stick Man with us, who is not all that good, but might still be, like, useful. Has fast adaptation so far. So eventually even he will be able to hit one of these ghasts. One down. I do enjoy it a lot that they've made Legends more difficult. You'll see how the late game scaling works. I'm hoping I won't become bored too soon. Based on how things have been going, that won't happen anytime soon, but who knows? I could play far safer than I have been, and in some situations I probably should have. In any case, it's exciting to get some people killed. And this is, I'm like 95% certain this run has been my most casualty-filled run I've ever done in this game. I do have a memory of a goldfish though, so don't take it for granted, but probably that is the case. Don't want to follow tracks for 1 or 2 skulls forever. That is the safer option though, to level people until you're strong enough to tackle nearly everything. Also, if I had rolled better with Herbert, the main character, then the run would have been easier. Something like a Swordmaster, Master Archer, Hedge Knight. Something like that would have made this so much easier. Still using the Jagged Pike while I have Spear Mastery. Well, I guess that's kind of my own I won't say stupidity, but my own fault. Eventually he will start using his weapon of choice. For realsies. Sancho here needs some fatigue help eventually. We'll get, I guess, Brawny, which is now plus 25% fatigue, instead of lowering the fatigue cost of wearing armor. I do like that change. I like basically all of the changes they've made to the perks recently in Legends. That makes Brawny a useful perk for those of... well, for those who don't take heavy armor. Even nimble guys. Right, we are nearly done here. You can just sit back and relax. So I could have used nets, I guess, but it's completely unnecessary here. I do get the nets back as if I'm able to kill the target before it can break free. Take a bit of armor damage, that's fine. One of the priorities now is to get the training tent, which will in time boost our company strength quite a bit once we are able to get those training courses completed. Don't know if they've made any changes to that though, but it should be that you get 15 stat points and 1 perk point and 1 positive trait when you're done with it. I would imagine no changes have been made. Kind of more interestingly, I haven't looked up if they've made changes to the way that veteran perk... well, veteran levels and perks work. I think it was... yeah, they've changed it a few times. So it used to be, what was it, every 3 levels, every 4 levels you get a perk point. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. How it works. I have been kind of disappointed in the throwing damage during this run, but then again I haven't had like a high level thrower. Someone with a lot of range defense, for example, who can utilize the... what was it? Point blank? Or close combat archer, whatever. It used to be close combat archer. Does that still exist, or is it just point blank? I would imagine that they got rid of close combat archer. That was a fairly silly perk, but yeah, point blank. Eventually Azur here will be getting that if he's still alive, I guess. This time it will scale with a melee skill though, not range defense. Anyway, whatever. Let's continue killing these things. Put them to eternal rest. There we are. Okay, Wifted gets a level, Helwig and Kettle as well. Right, and yes, indeed, we get a few things to sell. Nothing that exciting though. Kind of a similar fight here if I go chasing these undead. I don't think I will. Instead, we should report back that we found the location and then destroyed it. Anyway, let's level this fodder character. I might end up making this gal into like a pacifist kind of. Someone who sits in the reserves. So get like peaceable maybe. get this repair group perks as well as the efficient packing perks. That makes this character kind of useful. Anyways, let's do this level. Earlier on, I would have been not exactly happy about having this character with us in combat, but her usefulness would have been far greater. Anyways, I think I should probably just take these repair perks, since I don't think Helwig here will be in the combat line for the long term. I could like take the tactical maneuvers, though having that in the team is quite valuable. Can save some lives. But anyways, I think I'll take spare parts here. Increases tool storage, reduces tool usage, and also increases fatigue. Let's take that. I'll also mark these other things. And also, yes, field repairs, which is a perk I've never actually used in combat because it seems a bit bad, to be honest. I don't know, though. I suppose if Helwig does stick with us, might take that, because that is, I think, a requirement for one of these retinue slots. So which one was it? Is it blacksmith's tools? Yes. So that means even if someone dies or something is broken, we get the item back, and also increases repair speed. That's pretty good. I also have a free space, and I have a bit of money. But I don't think I'll currently get anything. We lost our marker. So once I get someone else with the lookout perk, then we can do that. Anyways, we've hit level 8. Let's take this. Let's take... I don't think necessarily we need more fatigue, since we will get mind over body. Will I get it now, though? I think I should probably get it before I get inspire. However, how about nimble? I do need to change equipment if I do that. I could also go battle forged. Doesn't have blend in. I might be taking that if I had it. Makes enemies 50% less likely to attack the character, as well as grants a bit of defense. Could take Steel Brow. Obviously important to keep this guy alive. I think I'll take Mind Over Body now. That means that I can use tactical maneuvers, rotation, footwork far more than I have been. So let's go ahead and take it. So now fatigue costs are reduced by 24%. Rotation is 16 fatigue, so eventually we'll get that to 15. Maybe already, actually. Anyways, I'll take Resolve, hit points, and melee defense here, even though the melee defense is so low. Eventually someone will take a swing at Wifted, and that might make a difference, maybe. 26% fatigue cost reduction now. Still 16%. Not percent. 16 fatigue to use the rotation, though. Anywho, Kettle here, level 4. So I guess, yes, it's kind of a little bit pointless to try to make a damage build out of this guy. So I suppose we'll focus on tanking. Which means I skip this melee skill roll. And instead take Resolve and Initiative. I think so. Eventually, if this guy is alive, we might give him the medium armor book to read so that he gets perfect fit for 30% more initiative. Yeah, let's just focus on the defenses. He's not the best tank but he's serviceable. Anyways, I guess I'll take tactical maneuvers here. I could also take like Underdog, or Steelbrow, or Dodge, but if I take Dodge then it's not going to do much currently. Not with this heavy load that he's under. So I will take tactical maneuvers. And mark it down as well. With an R. Okay, let's continue back to Ellenberg. The Holy War rages on. You come across Harold sitting with his hands full of rope. He's got the cords looping so ferociously as ropes can be looped that you worry to not put your foot close to it. Curious, you ask the man what he's up to. As though he were expecting just that question, he quickly raises his project into the air and announces he's fashioned himself a net. Ah, you put your hands to your hips. That shall be great on the battlefield. The rat catcher purses his lips. He slowly lowers the net. Oh, I meant to use it to snag me some rat. He pauses, then throws his head up as a cheeky, if not cheesy, smile adorned across it. But I shall use it on the field of battle. No rat, man, or furry, or that which scurries, shall escape me. Very good. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. Alright, so did anyone perhaps level out of that? No? Alright, I've had my fill of unholds for a while. This is only a one skull, so we could definitely do it, but I'm not going to bother. Instead, what will I do? What was this? Orcs. Don't think I care. I need some ammunition pretty soon here. Well, yeah, let's check the marketplace, I guess. A bit expensive. I'll still get these. And also these iron ingots. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good deal. Other than that, I think we are done with this village. I'll check where this is going, but probably won't be taking it. Skjold. Skjold, yeah, well, actually, that's the nearest location in that direction, so let's take it. Let's go there and see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to. If I were playing just by myself, I would spend probably a lot more time thinking about certain things, and then again, quickly autopiloting through some other things. In any case, here we are. That was quick. Ending the nightmare. Maybe. Maybe. So, the thing is, though, while we can do that, I don't think it's necessarily worth it at the moment. I don't know if Alps have been changed. But anyways, so ideally, if we do that, use some reach weaponry. Thing is, though, my melee guys are still a bit, like, lacking a little bit. So I think it's not worth it at the moment, not for 3 skulls. Anyway, Sancho here, the stick has leveled. I'm not taking this +1 melee skill. Anyways, at the very least, he'll get decent defenses in the end. Out of this 1 star, as well as the stick perks, as well as balance. I'll take more hit points as well. Alright. And let's see here. So I can take stick fighting now. I think I will. The other option would be staff spins, which helps a lot with the staff days. However, currently it's not probably a good idea to take. I have a low fatigue pool, and defenses are currently more important, I think. Staff days is 25 fatigue until I get Polar Mastery. I did say I will also get Brawny at some point, but yeah, for now, let's take Stick Fighting. Game plus 12 chance to hit, yeah, that helps with that. And plus 16 defense while wielding staves. etc., etc. Take that. There you go. Up to 39 melee defense, and we can still improve that with balance, so this guy is actually pretty decent in terms of defenses. Will still go down pretty quickly in the right circumstances, or the wrong ones, if you will. Anyway, that is one build you can do instead of shield builds for tanking. So yeah, there we go. Find location, I'm gonna do this, and immediately once again destroy it. Ruins of Orc Bane Keep. So that's probably undead again, I would imagine. It might also be like brigands or something. I'll do that. Check the recruits. Geralt the Miner is here. Do I care about Geralt the Miner? Well, one way to find out. It seems I don't. He would have been useful earlier on. Currently I don't think I want someone like this. 1-star melee defense starts at 0. 2-star range skill starts at 40. So could be like a bad thrower. Or eventually like an okay one, maybe. Doesn't really get the perks for something like that anyway. Yeah, I will let this guy go. Better luck next time. Anyways, let's find this silly place. Oh, that is to the east. Don't need any other resources currently. It might be here in the swamp. I'll still go around it though. Maybe in the forest? Alright, there it is. It is in the swamp. Let's go take a look. You suffered a broken nose. That's fine though. Okay, what do we have? I'm expecting undead. We have undead. Is it basically the same fight as we had? Maybe. We have... Oh, we do have a Höllenhund at least, for variety. So that will be a net. I'll keep the combat speed at the ludicrous speed. Just take an aim shot at something. You can skip shooting. You can skip. Once again, basically an autopiloting fight. So yeah, just do nothing. Wait for them. Oh, and there is also a Winselmatter. We'll see if I can actually craft that nice amulet after this fight. I don't remember exactly what you needed for it, but it's Winselmatter and Höllenhund parts, or well, it used to be at least. So that's a nice one. Anyways, let's start doing things. I'll do a rotation here, I guess. You can stay put. Take it easy. We will be hurt by the Winselmatter, but we shouldn't have difficulties really in this fight. Nearly through the Höllenhund's hit points. Okay, going on this flank, that's a little bit annoying, I guess. Pull back with these guys, make it come closer, maybe. Nice try, Geists. Alright, I will pull back here. Make it a bit easier for us. You can move all the way there, I guess? Sure. Why the hell not? Sadly, we were unable to kill the Höllenhund before it broke free. Maybe I should get the fighting spear out. That's going to be easier to hit the Winselmatter with. See ya later, doggy. Doesn't matter what I do, really. You'll try to stay somewhere in the middle with your banner and your rally. Alright, let's attack and then switch into this. Nice job. Oh, that's within range. That's the annoying thing about Winselmatters. They have immense range for their abilities. Please go away. Okay, so we need to get closer to the Winsel. I'll do that. Waste of fatigue a little bit, but anyway. Let's see if I can get Ludgardis within range. Okie dokie, go away. Oh goddammit, Astrid. Yeah, I can't really rely on those quick shots. I've kind of learned my lesson, I guess. Stop it. Just stop it. Nicely done. Alright, I'll move here actually. Oof. Well, that doesn't really hurt, but anyway. Anyway. So I need to remember to check the crafting tent after this fight. Okay, one more hit there. You're a fodder guy, so I don't want to get the kill on you. Not that it really matters that much, but it matters a little bit. Come on, guys. Okay, let's get Wifted in there. Maybe I need a rally. Mayhaps I do. Ma'am, please stop screaming. There we go. That's how you deal with annoying customers. Right, one more. There we are. Herbert and Baldwin get levels. That's nice to see. We do get both Demon Hound Bones as well as Banshee Essence. Heraldic Shoulder Plates as well. Seems like a decent item. Mail Patch. Right, so before I do anything, let's check the crafting tent. Can I now craft that thing? Yes. It's 2 each. Plus 10 initiative, plus 2 fatigue recovery rate. Pretty damn nice. It's going to take a while to craft that, probably. Could also make a traveler's sash, I guess. Or a throwing net out of a cloth roll. Can I make anything else? Probably not. Yeah, it's probably showing up here first, like, sure. No, I didn't mean to do that. So there's one item there. I will assign someone already there, I guess you guys. So maybe camp already. Or maybe I'll try to find like a caravan, which we can take while we craft that. Anyways, Herbert, level 10. A little bit underwhelming. Plus 2 melee defense, plus 2 melee skill. I'll also take the plus 4 resolve. And then, what do I take then? Muscularity is more damage. Quick hands is kind of helpful. I could also give him like a big heavy weapon that he can use in certain situations if I have quick hands. I could also start going for mind over body. Take fortified mind maybe first. I could take gifted. I could take pathfinder. I have patient hunter marked here, so that's an option. Second wind. I said I will take this, so I guess I will at some point. Will I take it now? Vengeance also very good, and also this guy having 10 melee defense will be getting hit a lot, even if I try to stay out of the close combat. Killing Frenzy is good. Muscularity is better though, probably. So I think before I take something like Patient Hunter, I should take the second wind, which you can use basically as a better form of recover. So level 12 will get 2 perk points out of having student. I'll go ahead and take second wind. It's important to keep this guy alive, so that's going to help with that. Next up, Baldwin, level 9. He rolled nicely. Out of these options, I think I'll take a Resolve. So more fatigue doesn't hurt, especially when we do get minus 10 once this guy gets old. Currently doesn't have Berserk though. So I don't know, maybe we need to like not take Berserk at any point, maybe. We'll see. In any case... Also I could take the initiative, I guess. Having more of it would be nice. Especially since I am planning on taking Onslaught eventually. But I'll take this Resolve. I think it's probably good to have some more of it. This, however, will be improved by getting old. By plus 10. Anyways, what do I take then as a perk? I think probably I take Relentless, as I do like to wait. Oh, and I never actually bothered reading this. Gain a further 15% bonus if your hit points are closer to 50. Closer to 50? What do you mean closer to 50? Okay, that is not exactly that clearly written out there. I don't really understand what it's trying to say. Like, if you're over 50, do you not get the bonus? Well, anyways, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Having more hit points is good in any case. Alright, so yeah. Perk point. Short conquest is excellent, especially since this guy always starts combat at confident morale, so that might be my take. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. I don't usually take this because it also comes with penalties for the lower morale states. But let's go ahead and take it. Alright, so how hurt are we? Just a little bit, I guess. Well, Alretjärn here has taken damage. Also, yes, I did find these heraldic shoulder plates, so let's give them to someone, probably Rand. Yeah, makes sense to me. Could also take this though, the mail patch. This is plus 10 resolve though, which is very helpful with mind over body, which Rand here will be getting. Maybe even next level. So let's use that. So the mail patch. How about you? Sure, I think. Keep Wifted the Sergeant a little bit safer. And let's see here. Leather shoulder guards. Let's give those to like Alretjärn maybe. Or Azur. Not Azur currently, unless I want to mess with the armor weight. How about Kettle here? I'll do Kettle. There we are. Let's also repair some of these items. Yeah, I think I will camp for a bit. Do some healing, do some crafting, do some repairing, do some salvaging. Let us salvage things. Hmm. $25 tools. I guess I don't need these, and selling them is whatever. So let us instead salvage almost all of those, as well as some of these. That's not necessarily worth it. Okay, that seems decent enough. Alright, assign people there as well. Don't need that many people in the repair tent. One healer. Heal that broken nose as well as some hit points. Okay, one repair guy goes there. Right, that's decent. Okay, let's camp here for a while. Probably till like morning. Salvaging is done, so let's go. Through the swamp. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Ending the nightmare. Okay, that is only 2 skulls. I might do that. Maybe. Kind of not feeling it though. What time of the day? Is it midday? So I can... With Alp and Necrosavant parts I can make cocaine, and that's a useful item to have. In case I need to whip someone, for example. So getting some Alp kills at some point would be nice. Is now the time? I'll make a switch here. Where did those items go? God damn it. What did I even have on this guy? Did I just not... Was it this? I guess it was. Okay. And someone gets this food here. Maybe you? There you go. Enjoy your new look. I think I'll pass on that Alp contract. This team can do it, but the range characters are kind of useless there. Probably not really something I'd like to do either, as I need to do some weapon switching around, etc, etc. So let's instead find something else. Not this though. Oh, you don't need the favorite enemy perks anymore, it seems. So we could take legendary beast contracts already. I am not going to do so though. That would be suicidal. So I think we'll just head into the wilderness. I do need some food pretty soon though. That sucks. Here is Hogbert, the Brawler, level 2. I will see if he's usable. He's kind of not. Yeah, I'll just let him go. No stars in the places I'd like them to be in. See ya. So yes, need food. It's kind of expensive here. Very expensive, actually. I can hunt for food, though. Let's camp for a while. Hunt some food and... Also, I can do, like, one of these contracts if I really like. 1 skull smuggle item. 2 skull capture on hold. Haven't done the capture on hold contract. Not feeling on holds at the moment, though. Anyways, let's camp for a while. So assign people to hunt. As well as craft. So let's see, is there something else I'd like to repair at the moment? Doesn't really look like it, so I will not. 13 hours to get that. I can wait for a bit longer. Let's do an 18-hour camp. While we hunt for food. Obtained 14 food. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. 24. 32. Okay, the trophy is done, so I am also done. How much food do I have? For how long? It's actually even worse, so I need to go buy some. Anyways, so here we go. Demonic Banshee trophy. That goes to Baldwin, I suppose. Does mean he gives up the undead trophy, though. Could also give it to, like, Astrid, who gets benefits from high initiative, mostly for heightened reflexes plus 15% damage based on initiative, as well as can use the fatigue. That makes like a little bit more sense actually, because Baldwin currently doesn't, I don't think, really need the fatigue, though in some situations that's not true. also give it to like Herbert, but then the initiative is mostly wasted. Yeah, I think it's like those characters at the moment. I'll go ahead and give it to Baldwin for now. And the Undead Trophy, I'll give to Herbert, I guess. Anyways, I need food. I need food. I guess I'm moving on from this place in that case. Tangwall. Did I check the food prices at George? I don't know. Let's go to Tangwall. I'll get the Quartermaster like very soon though, so that's going to help. Like the very next level, which should be fairly soon, Hathaward here will be getting Quartermaster. Okay, what's this? Barbarians. Okay, let's do this. A few armored unholds, they're merely the regular types though. White armored unholds are really scary, but those ones aren't at this point, I don't think. You need your net back. And I think you're far more useful for me, to me, Azur, if you have a net in your inventory instead of these javelins. So let's do it like that. Any changes I'd like to make? I don't think so. You don't have a number 1 layer for some reason. There you go. Though that's too heavy now. Let's see here. How about this? 76. 13. 9. Okay, so now I need to make it heavier. Well, I can do that. So strip you naked, kind of. Have that instead. How about now? Yeah, 70%. It's not like fully optimized, but it will do. Guess you can use this maybe. 195, 180. Yeah, let's go with that. Great sword, huh? Well, I think I'll roll with the mace and the axe. Alright, let's go. Okay, lowered the combat speed a bit. I think I'll just begin here. Can do some offensive rotations. Start with netting some targets. Guess all of these. Alright, let's see. Very low armor. Nice try. Alright, so yeah, Vifted has a rotation. Someone needs to rotate one of these heavy hitters though. Someone else. I guess it's probably Herbert. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll do this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kettle also has rotation. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. And also you have it. Sure, okay. Do it. Get in there. Has Underdog. Has Battle Heart, so surround bonuses don't apply unless you have strength in numbers. Which we don't. Guess I'll go for the Reaver first. They do have a back line. Anyways. Is there a rotation I can make here? I guess I can get Azure closer, or even the stick man. The man with the stick. Sure. Guess I'll, yeah, I kind of need to wait to use more nets. This guy is not very useful at the moment. Does get a head hit in though. Okay, so I could go for a staff days. I think I'll just go for the staff bash instead though. There you go, bashed. Guess you can also go into melee range with your defenses. And this guy will be dead pretty soon. Probably. Hopefully. Alright, Helwig, I don't care if you survive, do I? No, I kind of do now that I took these spare parts things, tool perks. So I guess you will get closer, but let's use a shield wall. Kettle. Just go for a flank. I think I'll just go for like a pillager here. Nice. Lucky kind of, but nice. The damage is not much, but that baffle effect is highly annoying. Alright, so do I net someone else? Maybe, but let's wait first. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, that's what I get, I guess, for trusting in the stick's defenses. 48% chance does land. There you go, heavy hammer hit there. Well, anyways, like I said, this guy will be dead pretty soon. You go to the back line. There we are, the bully has been dealt with. Just continue shield walling there. Get a kill there. Move over there. Alretieren. I don't know. I need some more frontline heavy hitters now that Stain died. Well, that's a while ago actually, but still. Need like a couple more. Need to find those somewhere. In a pub, maybe. In a dark alley. Wrapped in an orc camp. Standing in the market square. Somewhere. Do a rotation here. Okay, let's see. You are my next target. See ya. Guess I shouldn't be waiting when I haven't taken Relentless, so just end there. Okay, so do I use a net here? I think I'll pass. I don't really need to. I'd rather save the ammunition. Shield is at 43. Well, if you destroy it, then you do. Good luck with that. Okay, with the baffle, I think I'll do nothing with Azur. Instead, just recover fatigue. Speaking of recover, I might actually need to take that at some point. Alright. We'll maybe get some heavy throwing weapons out of this. We'll see if our thrower will benefit much from that. Okay, I'll return. Go for it. There goes the shield. Here's a baffle again. Having some range defense against foes like this would be nice, I guess. This guy also would have liked to have some range defense. Rest in pieces on hold. 5%. Let's instead do something else, I guess. $13. No. Pick up the net. Do I use it? I guess I will. And there it goes, immediately. Back on the ground. Around. Can you walk through that? Probably not, actually. Oh well. Guess I could try. He's taken very little damage. Succeeded. Dodges a 51. I've also waited, I guess. Alright, Hellbig. Let's kick this fool. For a stagger. Can't rotate yet, but I can rotate next. Well, actually I can. Never mind. Never mind. You and your whips. %. 21. Oof, oof. It's a bit annoying. Alright. Move there. Seems their backline... Well, the drummers are getting away. Oh well. See ya. And that is the end of that fight. No levels. We get the skull hammer. So yeah, I could use that actually on around here who might take hammer mastery. It's a good option. Once I have mind over body, that AoE attack is something I can do somewhat frequently. We'll still need hammer mastery as well. For now, I don't think I'll make a change though. These are good though. Yeah, these have not been changed. 40 durability helmets with -2 fatigue. Nice nimble items. Let's continue to Tangwall. Okay, and we need food, so let's get some food. Basically all of it, I guess. Well, at least nearly. I suppose I'll leave the bread. Pudding. How can you have any meat if you don't eat your pudding? Nearly out of money, sadly. Anyways, whatever. Also tools. Guess I can get tools. Medical supplies, kind of as well. Needed. I will get those. Let's also get the furs. And that is, yes, most of our money spent. Still have 6 days of wages though. There's a caravan here. I might take that. It's only one skull. There's a 100 crown cultist. Who is semi-okay, but I don't think I'll take them. 1-star melee defense. Would get help from dedication though, for defenses. Plus 20 initiative from being light, so decent initiative with a star. Does have dodge. And does have perfect feet. So... not useless. She is not useless. But I don't think she's quite good enough. Could be like a net-based tank. Or just a shield tank. Would like to have packs and belts eventually for either of those roles. Starting at -2 with 1 star only, I think I'll pass for the melee defense, and I don't think that range skill is good enough. Or at least I choose to believe it's not good enough. So if I do this tooth and tail, I get better prices here. However, I've already bought basically all I'm going to get. There are a few famed items at the armorer. However, even when they're cheap, I don't currently really have the money. That's a pretty nice shield though. Plus 30 melee defense, minus 2 fatigue cost. Anyways, I need to actually get somewhere where I can sell things pretty soon. I'll take that caravan. That allows me to once again heal my injuries, etc. And then we can maybe like try to find some barbarian camps or something. Also gives me time to hunt for food, etc. Repair things. Die, yes. But let's have one more scout. And maybe one further repair person. And also, yes, now that I remember, you need a new shield, I guess. Helvig. There you are. Inventory is starting to fill up. Yeah, I should also salvage things. And also maybe like give this to someone. Well, maybe you. Yeah, sure. Have that. And with these, I'll repair them as well. Put them on that for space. Okay, so salvage tent as well. Let's salvage some things. I suppose I'll keep this whip. I might even use it. At some point, maybe. We'll see. Or if not that whip, then another one. Let's go. So we are going back to Skjold. The fires of religious turmoil. Baldwin the Master enters your tent. You wave him to the chair across your table. He sits so slowly and feebly that you fear him standing back up will take twice as long. The man clasps his hands together and elbows his arms onto the table, grunting and shifting, finding little comfort even in doing nothing at all. His lips are dry, his face withered. Liver spots mottle his head, and even the hairs about his nose and ears are grey. You always have time for Baldwin the Master, so you ask what it is he wishes to speak about. This might sound peculiar coming from a blade for hire, but I think it needs saying anyway, and it would make me sleep better at night. I'll be forward with you. I am not the man you hired so long ago. You know that. I know that. Some of the men know it, but they're respectful, as good men are. You agree but don't nod. Instead you ask what the man is getting at. I wish to lower my wage. Now don't be saying no. You don't have to bullshit me. I'll take a cut. Money's never been an issue anyhow. Those crowns could be used to help arm the men or even pay them better. God knows a young man could always use an extra crown or two. Before you say another word, the man springs to his feet with surprising speed. He nods and grins playfully before yelling loudly. I agree with your decision, good sir. I could use a pay cut. You laugh as the man leaves your tent, almost as soon as he'd come in. An honorable man, if there ever was one. Okay, so that's good. However, we are getting ever closer to him becoming old, which is not good. Anyways, it is what it is. Time marches on relentlessly, and death comes for us all. But here we are at our destination. Still having terrifying nightmares. Let's see, what do we have for sale here? Okay, getting already an excellent price for these things. Yeah, I think I'll still pass on that Alp contract, especially since I'm getting this good price already. However, my money situation is not that good. Which means I don't think I can buy everything I'd like here. Let's see though. So buy this, and now I have wages for only 1 day. How about if I make it 2 days? So I can make it to here at Salamander Feste to sell. Which won't be a perfect price, but it's going to be okay. And that buys me enough time to sell at another location. So I think I will. So I need only a little bit more to have 2 days of wages. So let's sell some things, and that is already enough. I think 2 days is enough. I could also buy some smoked ham. So I can sell that. I can sell that for a profit if I do. But then I would need to sell more things here for a substandard price. So I think I'll just pass. Anyways, we probably have some... No, we don't have any levels out of that caravan. Okay. If this is going to the south... It is. It's going to Erlach. Once again, I didn't actually do any barbarian locations, though. Where's Erlach? All the way over there. I think I'll pass on that. But yeah, I need to make money, so at least we go back to Salamander Feste. Sell things. And we'll probably also go to Schwanstadt. In any case, let's join this fight here. We might not have enough time to save these guys, but anyway. Also, did I? No, I did not. Get your nets back. And also, someone can now take these. You can have one of them. And you may have the other. And then we have these nimble helmets, but the thing is, Astrid, whose nimble already has one. How about you? You don't have anything. You can have one. Henrike. And how about you? I could use some vision, I guess, so sure, do that. Still at 70%. That's fine. Let's make a bit of space by combining. Right. Also, yes, I do have these heavy throwing weapons. The problem with them being that they only have ammo for 4 instead of 6. And also a slight penalty for hit chance. So yes, Azur desperately needs to find the Packs and Belts book at some point. Anyways, we have these. So I guess I'll use them. Alright. Okay, they're gone. I see another group of brigands as well. Anyways, let's kill these fools. I pity the... Why would you start me here? Come on. Silly game. Anyway. I guess it's kind of good for us since we have range superiority, but still a bit annoying. Probably stay put here. There's really not much reason to move. Not yet, at least. So I will do so. I'm fairly lazy. That's a pretty heavy armor this raider has. That's a squire, and that is a blacksmith. Okay. I'll allow it. Some disappoint. Some disappoint. Okay, you go for an aimed shot. There we go. We've hit one. Better. Please come forward. That's the spirit. Okay. So this weapon hurts somewhat if it hits the head at least. So use a net and maybe even go for a staff days. I don't have staff spins yet. Anyway. Go for it. There's the veteran. Does not have underdog. I might try for the daggering. We'll see. Okay, you just get ready to handle this flank. Wait for a net, I guess? Do I need to guess? I don't necessarily need to guess, but I am guessing. For some reason. Okay, so you don't have much to do. Could rotate, I guess. Could try for this. Else. He tried his best. And it wasn't enough. Okay, that's... yeah. Can't wait anymore anyway. Yes, you have... you already have net casting. I had forgotten I had taken that already on you. Okay, sure. This guy's nearly dead, but whatever. Alright. Nice. Apparently this is a female. Soon to be dead. We don't discriminate. No matter what gender, no matter how you identify, we'll kill you all the same. You do nothing though, Azur. I guess I could use a net on the dog, which is nearly dead. That's stupid though. I can reach here. That means that my archers will be able to deal with this butcher. Well, whatever. Do that, so you can feel useful. I'll skip using it on the blacksmith though. Anyways, could even get this kill. I guess I will. There you go. That means that you two can... well, one of you can go for this one. Okay, so if I rotate, that's not close enough to... well, I could get close enough to the blacksmith or the butcher, I guess. That's not something I want to do, though. Just move a bit. Let's step over here. Do not be hit by the blacksmith. I'll leave Helvig there, though, as a target. Oh yes, and you had action points, so I'll actually move here. And you... sure, go in that direction. Nice. Headshot is very nice. Never leave home without your helmet. Even if the other kids think it's lame, you should always use a helmet. I could use a net instead. So that's a 44 to kill. Or I use a net later on a veteran. Probably. Well, someone else can get the kill. So just get your net out and wait. Okay, I'll also probably use a net here on the squire, even though the squire is not really that big of a threat. But I might as well use the nets since I took the net perks. So wait and move with you. Oh, come on. Come on, Sancho. Well, I guess we needed more. Anyway. So you don't have Berserk. So I'll just aim shot here. Which merely tickles. Have to... Oh, come on. How is this armor so tough? Guess we just don't have the armor ignore. Acts in 5. I need to deal with that. Which means I waste a lot of damage if I do it with you, though. Loot card. I'm going to choose to believe in loot cards to do that. So instead do this. And also, can I do something with Gifted? I don't see a good rotation. That doesn't mean there isn't one. Just wait. 95. Gets it. So now... Can I? No. I can't move with that here to rotate Baldwin. That's too many APs spent. In any case, do that. You can go for the back line. So let's go here instead. Oh, and there was one thug hiding somewhere. Well, welcome to the party. Lovely to see you. I'll wait for the net on the veteran for later, I think. Too far away at the moment. So just save your fatigue, actually. Don't even do anything else. Azur has immediately failed with his new throwing weapons. Okay. So what the hell? I guess I'll rotate here, even though it's fairly useless. Gets to attack twice, hooray. And now I would really like to get rid of the blacksmith. Thank you. Yeah, just go for it. Don't even wait. Nice. A couple of them are fleeing. These guys will not flee yet, though. Which is good. Oh, you have throwing weapons. Alright, so there's the veteran. But doesn't realize I have plenty of rotations, so this move's not going to help. Not much. In any case, I could already do the rotation, I guess. And get the dagger out next. So sure, let's do it. Wait. Well, there we go. Azur has hit once. Has one use left. Let's try to make sure they don't leave. No one leaves without my say-so. So now I could go For the veteran or for the raider? I guess I'll go for the raider. Bonk. Okay, so this thug is going to be my next target to shoot, probably. Unless I finish this guy off. In any case, let's not get next to him. Let's instead go here. Okay, decides to push him away. Elvig is too threatening. Too dangerous looking. Let's use a net. And not do anything else. Unless I want to move there. Does that help? I don't know. I'll do it. Staff days. Don't equip your dagger. Not yet, at least. And with Wifted... I don't know. Pretty soon I won't have this problem though, since I will be getting Inspire. Does mean far less rotation shenanigans. This guy acts in 6. Yeah, I guess I will activate Berserk. You go for the daggering. Right, Thug has engaged here. Strafing run. I use that. No, there's people in the way. So instead, shoot this guy. Or I shoot like here. He tried. Dagger. 40%. Gets it. Azur has 1 throw left. Make it count. You did not. There's a net here. Good hit. Likewise. Right. Tails. I'll get this guy though. Maybe I can get this one with someone else. Maybe. Maybe. Breaks free, sadly. Use it again. And move there. And now you get the dagger out, I guess. There we go. Do I have a rotation available? Seems like the answer is no. So just move twice. You sit back and relax or go pick up a net. I guess you pick up a net. Hurts a tiny bit. Please stop. Alright, we get a couple of levels out of that and some things to sell. Now that I remember, let's use the nets again. Like so and like so. Okay, Henrike, level 5. Bow Mastery. Takes more fatigue, I guess. And then we have Alretiran level 6. More resolve, more hit points, more melee defense. And then takes what? Student? Student. And then we have Hathaward level 8. Now we take Quartermaster. Reduces food consumption by 1 for every mercenary. It's going to be helpful. Alright, and on to the next fight, I suppose. Can I do it before nightfall? Yes, it's in a swamp. I guess that doesn't matter. We have range superiority. Terrain is garbage, but so it goes. They are forced to come towards us, which means that we definitely have the advantage here. Okay, we can wait around. Basically, this is like a zombie fight. I'll go for the back line here. Some aimed shots. The rest of you guys do nothing. One down. What the? Come on, let me attack. Thank you. There's the dog. Well, you have a crossbow, huh? Well, so do I. It doesn't do anything, though. Maybe it's broken. There we go. Throwing damage, finally. Guess I could use some nets if I really wanted to. Silly marksman. Yeah, I'll still stay put. I could have... Well, then again, I can rotate there. Fine. Fine, I will. Maybe not the best idea these guys had when they decided to start running towards us across the swamp. But I'll give them points for courage. Didn't actually see where that blacksmith went. I guess here? We'll find out. Let's find out. With that, it's a bit silly. Okay, not there. Okay, there. And now I have given him a free shot at Baldwin. Oh well. Nice try. Okay, sure, I'll use a net. Still missed though. Well done. It's going to take you a while to break this shield, buddy. Rest in peace. Ow. And yes, I can use second wind now. I guess I will, since I have the AP there. Still trying to fight back. Commendable. Dumb, but commendable. Okay. See ya. Couple more. One more. Here we are. Alright. We get 4 levels. Good. Seems I can't fit everything, and now I need to do inventory prioritization. Everyone's favorite part of the game. Right, what else? 153, 210. Guess I can leave the rest of this. No, that's yeah, that's just a militia spear instead of a bow spear. Alright. Round, level 8. Good level otherwise, but the left side is bad. How do you roll +2s for each of these? Okay, so I guess it's going to be resolve. I could take +3 range defense. I don't want to though. Especially with vengeance being a thing. Ah. Feels bad. Anyway, take either hit points or resolve. Let's take the hit points actually. Up to 96 after Colossus. And now, is it time to take Mind Over Body? Speaking of vengeance, I could take that now. I'll take Mind Over Body, I think. So now it costs 12 fatigue to use a cudgel. We are getting a 25% discount for fatigue costs. Okay, and Herald, level 5. Do I care about melee defense? It's a +3. I might care about it a little bit. How much, though? I could just take, like, fatigue and resolve instead. Don't care about melee skill. I'll take the melee defense. I think this guy has probably enough fatigue. Or does he? How does he have so much? Oh, it's because of Brawny. Yeah, okay. So yeah, probably has enough. Doesn't have athlete available, it seems. I mean, more fatigue doesn't hurt, but I'll still take the melee defense, even though it's a little bit counterintuitive. Might be getting point blank at some point, which allows... Well, it's only throwing weapons, though. And I'm planning on getting slings. In that case, do I change my plan? Probably. Anyways, takes Net Mastery as a perk here. Now I'll take the melee defense. It might make a difference at some point. And I'll take the resolve over the fatigue. And then we have Ludgardis, level 9. More fatigue, more resolve, gets ready to take perfect focus. Doesn't take it yet though. Now what? I think some more safety would be nice, so maybe like Steel Brow. Or an armor specialization. Still haven't decided between Lithe and Nimble though. I think lithe makes a bit more sense. So let's mark balance in blue as an option. Well, I'm getting an armor perk at some point. Maybe even both of these. Maybe. 83 hit points. So I think lithe makes more sense. Does come with the downside of having slightly less fatigue for perfectly focusing. I guess I'll go with lithe. Let's take lithe. Are you within that value range? No, you are not. You're also out of perfect fit range. Okay, well, time to make your armor not quite as heavy. So this helmet is fine. It's absolutely fine. Will perhaps be taking that steel brow at some point, though. But this needs to change. Yeah, get rid of that at least. Still not within values. So this is too heavy. This might also be too heavy, but get rid of that. So now we are still not within. So minus 18, minus 4. So now it's not heavy enough. How about this? 70 minus 9. So if I use this, now we're probably too heavy. 27, no, we're within the value. 93 fatigue to play with. Yeah, that's pretty good. So 27 and 4, that's 31. That's within the lithe range of 25 and 35. Okay, there we go. Starting to get there. Inventory is starting to be an issue. Anyways, one more level. Kettle, level 5. More hit points. More defense. And probably initiative. I'll still not take dodge. I'll wait until I have nimble. Before I take that. Now takes underdog, I think. Or steel brow. Steel brow isn't... how should I put this? Not quite as good as I'd like, but it's still good. Any attacks that would stun instead daze. And in some situations that's pretty bad. Anyways, let's take underdog now. There are probably things I'd like to repair to get a better price. Also, yes, this weapon I might even use at some point, maybe. Though it's likely that I'll find a better flail if I have a flail user at some point. Also, does everyone have a... No. You may have an actual dagger instead of a knife. And let's also give you your nets back. Alright, there we are. For the most part. Okay, let's continue to Salamander Feste. Where the salamanders fest. Ammunition is pretty low again. Okay, first up, look at this screen. We have a semi-cheap militia member. I might need money though. I might need money. Selling price is acceptable, so I'll sell a few things. Okay, and suddenly we are doing decently. I'll refrain from selling that many things though, but I'll get the copper ingots here, as well as the militia guy. How about, yes, ammunition is a yes. So get 200 at least. Right. And then let's see about Matthias. No. I'm going to say one word, and that word is no. Just start at 58 melee skill. 0 stars in melee things. Underwhelming. Goodbye. Okay. Do we have anything interesting available? I don't see anything yet. Yeah, nothing of note. Alright, let's camp for a bit. And then we head on. I could still salvage things. I did leave a few things here. Need to disassemble these items, actually. Some of them. Let's salvage that, even though I could sell it, I guess. Right, that's probably good enough. Maybe that one can, that shield can go. Do I need a healer? Not really. So instead, go to the salvage tent. Food is fine. So don't need that many hunters at the moment. Right. Camp for a while, then we move to Lauenstadt. Still trying to make monies. Need to build up a reserve. And also to get some further camp upgrades, such as the repair tent. Right, that's done. Let's go. It is night time. There's a good contract here, I will do it. 2 skull return item. Yes, I need the monies. And it's good XP. It's a bit boring, but still. So follow the trucks once again. They are running away. Stop running, please. That will only delay the inevitable. There is a necromancer. That is slightly more interesting, I guess. Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be. Especially when I have 2 dedicated net users now. So can I get anyone to the necromancer? Not anytime soon, I don't think. I can, however, just outkill them or snipe the necro, I guess. So I can move here with the archers, if I want to go that route. But honestly, maybe just outkill them. That's fine. Dealing with a couple of zombies is not going to be that bad. I could make for a push here into the middle. Their middle section is a bit weak. Anyways, wait for now. Wait for now. Let's see where this guy goes. Goes for the flank. So maybe I do go for the push forward. There's a segment of thugs here, as well as a raider. And some flimsy ranged weapons. Not scary. I'll make a push for it with Kettle. See if I can maybe get him to the Necromancer. Alright, Jeren. What will you do? Try to avoid this big flail with people. Maybe just like move there for now. And we'll see if I keep him or her, I don't remember, there. And you just go like here. And then the big guys go for their backline. I don't need to go for it yet though. Right, so I guess, yes, the archers also move forward. That does mean no anchor, but oh well. Yeah, I see the Necro and I am already within quick shot range. I guess I'll go for it. Okay, advance here. Advance maybe like here. No, I want that spot for Henrique. Okay, whatever, it's fine to go like there. Might get hit, but it's okay. Alright, so if I get a headshot here, will that kill? Does it matter? I guess it doesn't. Oh no! They've engaged with Harold. That's so not really a thing that worries me. Oh, I need actual help with Henrique. We hit the Necromancer. Okay, these ones on the flanks are a bit troublesome, but only a bit, I guess. If worse comes to worse, I can rotate out of trouble. Alright, so Rand either moves here or stays on the flank. Guess the flank kind of... Well, then again, how about here? How about there? That's fine as well. 3 options. Doesn't really matter that much in this fight, I don't think. It matters a bit, though. They'll likely try to flank the back line. I think one of the flanks is the best call here. Which one though? Maybe this one. Since I can't really rely on Sancho the stick that much yet. We'll just stay like there for now. See ya. Okay, so the fight is basically over. Kind of. There's no added strategy anymore. These guys decided to go back for some reason. The Necro died, guys. You don't need to go back there anymore. Okay, you wait for a net. This Raider might shield wall though. So never mind. Never mind, just do it. Also, slight visual bug here. The head is outlined in red for some reason. Anyway, net on someone, maybe? Or I wait. Use one here. And then I wait. Okay, I might even dagger this guy. I think I will. That's some decent armor. Oh. I didn't even see this one. Doesn't matter though. Have a net. How about daggering this one? Doesn't seem as valuable. Okay, so yes, in some daggering, go for it there. Get the dagger out. 58. 27. Go for a poacher, maybe? No, let's go for this one. 92, aim shot. Step in there and wait, I guess. Step in here. Dagger out. Dagger out. Right. Net. And do I use one more? Why not? Make this even easier. Get a kill ideally maybe on this one. Nice. Indecisive thug. Oh, I forgot about this guy, but it didn't matter. Nice rotation. Impressive. Start tickling there. Get that kill. Oh, Azur, why do you suck? And you just get your boar spear back out. Move there. Activate Berserk again with someone, can I? With this one? Need two. Okay, I will net this guy as well, so wait a bit. That is, if I can net him still. With one of the net masters. I probably can. So yes. Like so. Is there a rotation I should make? Kind of. Very good. This guy actually has vengeance, but probably never gets to make use of it. Alright. We are doing well in this one. Guess that's kind of obvious. With a 2 skull contract at this point. Feels good to be able to do this with ease though. There we go. Azure levels, as does Helwig. And we get more things to sell. Can I fit it? No. This is worth only 35. Get rid of it. Get rid of that and that. And still some things need to be dumped. Alright, that's good enough. So now let's level Helwig, level 5. Yeah, the way that this leveling has gone, definitely make like a reserve character out of this guy. At this point, let's take efficient packing. And next we'll take like skillful stacking. I will still use her in combat though. Azure, level 8. Also takes, I guess, melee skill? I don't know, it's awkward. I should have taken the range defense earlier. And maybe never even tried to do this net plus throwing weapon thing, especially when he doesn't have the backs and belts. If he had like 6 back slots, then this would be fine, but obviously he does not. He has only 2. I'll take the range defense this time. And perk wise, battle flow helps a bit, but since the main use is currently to throw nets instead of weapons, not quite as much. How about rebound? Using a net is 19 fatigue. Maybe. Does not have, it seems, many other things that help with fatigue cost. Does have athlete. I think rebound is far better though. Does have perfect fit for 15%. I will mark that in blue. Not blue, green. But not take it yet. Let's take rebound, I think. Surpass your limits. Right. Head on back to Launstadt. And there we go. Alright, that is enough for now. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.